after further inspection, most of the people I want to voice are in the third game.
But you were so ready to voice Dr. Gray.
I mean, he was like one. He was one, all right, because like I could do something for him. I don't know what to do with most.
Barely scraped by on that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, giving it our all.
Give it your all, mate. I got the guide up and ready for when we need it.
Feel the death penalty hanging in the air.
I mean, yeah, there definitely would be a death penalty, because let's be honest, if fucking contempt of court is the death penalty, she's like getting off next week.
You're wonderful out there.
Do you even understand what was going on, lady?
Pearl, you have no idea what we were doing.
Works? Or were you too busy playing house?
Listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you.
Yeah, you know,
Wow.
At least she knows that.
She knows we're bullshitting everything.
She knows what the job is. Like, wait, tricked? I'm not that kind of lawyer.
Must be the lawyer's secret technique, right?
Listen to people watching, yes, lawyers lie. They always do.
Not all the time.
They
Just
take a lot of bribes.
not the ones I know.
Client free and or...
You know what? I'm not even gonna bother fighting this.
You know the judicial branch of our country is kind of fucked.
It's gonna be Lotta heart. There is no escape. I know we promised we'd save you, but...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, you see that you... Well, I mean, we have...
Well, your own sister is lying to me.
Your own sister won't tell us what the fuck to do.
You talking about Mystic Mia?
Yes. The dead one.
Yeah, she's dead. Was.
Wait,
Didn't know that.
Oh, no, she didn't know that. Okay.
She didn't know that she was probably the lawyer and the part about being Nick's teacher.
Why are you so mean?
Stop attacking the old man!
He's gonna get a fucking
I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy.
The dude's like 70 or 80.
Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Your name and occupation.
She always shows up whenever a Von Karma gets him, you know?
You know, I just realized that. How you doing, Phoenix? Just fine.
You're going against me again? Yes, you did. You could have just not said anything. Hack.
Name and occupation. I declare what in tarnation.
We have a clash of cultures. German woman versus Southern woman.
This here is violence against my self. It's fine. I ain't fine, that's a win.
I'd rather take the $50 fine than the...
There's no need for foolish outcries from this foolishly foolish fools. Hurry up and testify on what happened the day of the murder. Haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. Name's Lotta Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify.
I thought you changed to celebrity photographer, though.
Oh, is that the name? She hasn't changed to celebrity yet because she hasn't seen one.
I mean, I feel like we should have been a celebrity at some point, given how, we can't keep ignoring our exploits.
Yeah, see, we keep taking down other celebrities. That's why we're not a celebrity yet.
I mean, I wouldn't call the chief of police a celebrity.
We took down a business corporation. We've taken down a defense lawyer who had a perfect record. And we've also taken down the producer of a TV show.
Who was in league with the mob, apparently.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure all those things combined, along with who we've had to interview and crap like that and defend, we've taken down quite a few celebrities.
Then there's Meekins. God bless his soul.
Now, Meekins is just God himself. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, then bang, we hear the gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we pushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there's no one else in the room. Take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place. Reckon, of course. You reckon, of course I did.
I don't think no southerner says that ever.
Does it look like I care?
Hey Jacob! Fantastic news!
Whatever it is, it can wait for later.
What do you give me now?
I prefer later.
I can grow and shrink! My custom character!
Good to know.
And also I got muscle as well!
Alright. I'm in the middle of trying to do a recording here, so therefore go. Flee. Flee.
I call myself Nick the Ripper.
Flee. You see, that's how you know we're doing a serious recording. You have goldfish.
When the goldfish comes out.
Pretty sure
I know, I'm so professional.
I'm pretty sure we've started 90% of our recording series involving you with a bag of goldfish.
I mean, it's mainly been Phoenix, right?
I think we started every case in Phoenix, right? You've always mentioned you've had a bag of goldfish with you. I know in that SCP one, which we have to get back to at some point, you did bring in goldfish.
Oh yeah. He accidentally unducted himself for a second there.
Just hurry up and show us your picture to the court.
Yeah, he just sent me a message saying I fucking hit on the Devon button.
Here's the picture.
Yeah, it's pretty damning. You know what's funny? I just remembered, in the anime for this case, the doc, actually, prior to going into that room, like when you're on I'm pretty sure like when you're on the bullet train to get to Crane Village, I'm pretty sure he even shows Phoenix the gun.
But I mean, it makes more sense then for them to know why there's a gun in the room. Because up until like the part of the case, you have to wonder why anybody has a weapon in that room at all.
And they just gloss over like no one cares.
I just noticed there's a weird inconsistency with this photo then. Because remember where the bullet was shot from?
Well, I mean, the first bullet was shot from the victim and trying to kill the assailant. They missed, and the second bullet was the assailant shooting the guy point blank in the head.
But from where we saw them sitting, Maya would have had to have gotten up, walked over to the other side of the room, and shot him in the head.
Which she did. That happened. There's no denying that.
I'm just saying a lot of this doesn't make fucking sense. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? For this cross-examination.
Okay, so for this cross-examination, this is a... Oh my god. You fucking dumb Phoenix.
What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not?
I deny that. There's no proof.
Why don't you enter that yourself? Was it really the two of them?
Actually, no, I saw the Grinch.
Those were the only two we saw enter that room. Does that mean those were the only two in the room?
Exactly. Thank you.
Anyway, folks, like two of them went into the chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue.
Bang!
Bang, bang! Was it really a gunshot?
Man, we are reaching for something.
Are you insane? You must have heard it as well.
No, actually, my ears cannot detect the sound of... Joke's on you, German.
Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Sounded similar to one, but we can't confirm.
For all we know, it was a crossbow bolt.
And why are we here listening to the defense testify? Yeah, last time you heard a gunshot, you were in the exact same position you are now.
Yeah. Last time you heard a gunshot, you thought you saw Nessie. Are you sure I was the one who broke the door down?
So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down.
Who are you referring to? Miles Edgeworth isn't here.
Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then?
I definitely didn't.
I broke the door down.
It's just that I am clearly losing and I am trying my damnedest.
No need for apologizing, you're doing great, you're a real man. Something I would have liked to see.
Good sign, yes. Good sign that your client's fucked.
And what did you see once you broke in? Was that all?
Are you sure they were holding a gun?
Are you sure it was the defendant? Sure, I'm sure.
Sure. Press harder.
Keep pressing. That day one more time.
Are you
What
sure
you
that
getting
you're
at?
sure?
Remember what you said when we broke into the room? When we both broke the law?
When we were breaking and entering like a bunch of fucking criminals.
I was murdered. At a time like this,
You were not sure at all.
when you saw the murder at that time, You couldn't even tell if it was my affair or not. Am I correct? Haha!
We gained ground.
This literally proves nothing.
This does nothing for us.
For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix. Right? Stop it!
I mean, we clearly have short-term memory loss. We couldn't even remember if there was a gunshot, if we door down.
Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered, one of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Indeed.
You see, she went out a back door.
She climbed down the hatch that was in the floor, the secret hatch that the Fey family uses whenever there's an emergency.
It's most certainly Maya Fey.
But are you sure that is most certainly Maya Fey?
Exactly.
Now you press them on here.
We have literally nothing to stand on. Sure am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Haha, that means there was a third person in the room.
I mean, she means like after we broke the damn door down.
No, we can use this to our advantage.
Don't lie.
We literally have to do something to save our client.
Behind the folding screen.
Wreck given.
Rick given.
You reckon that's a given?
Ain't no southerner says some shit like that.
Took me a good look around the room once. I know anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. You got a problem? Rick given, I mean, I've found difficulty understanding you.
Okay, boomer.
Such things as... Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have a problem with the testimony, or don't you? Yes, there is. We can use this picture to our advantage, though we can bullshit something.
No, there's gonna be a choice to come up, but just don't. Choice.
At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Mr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if you think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. Something to say.
Now you can't present anything yet. You don't have it. You don't have anything.
It's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up on trying to prove this is not Maya Fey. Is this all I could do?
Absolutely not.
I told you. totally 100% impossible. Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. Couldn't win. You see, I think we're having some...
We're having a seizure.
Yeah, we're having a seizure here.
That's clearly what's happening.
Okay, that's just physically impossible.
I mean, they did. I mean, Maya did say that Pearl was kind of a genius. Yeah, I bet.
Wait a minute, there were two pictures.
Yes, there was a second picture. You realized it. And of course, the Von Karma over there is withholding.
Hold it, Your Honor. The defense would like to request the witness testify again. Furthermore, It's fine, I'll allow another testimony. If on Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. What a better time for you to see that. I have someplace I must go after this. Fine, I'll allow it. Give us another testimony. Heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. You got it.
I mean, we didn't. Just hubris allowed us to get this far.
Part 2. Broken that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. It's bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. Still managed to put my camera on Maya and take a shot. Struggle all you like. Taste the bitterness of your defeat. Amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting.
Okay, so on the very last statement, you're gonna press on. You're gonna press.
I know we definitely have to press there.
Two, right?
Two what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. One's been given and submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's the other picture you're withholding? You got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean to do anything bad. Feel a little mean, but I ain't evil. Why have you not shown the other picture to the court? Prosecutor woman did shut my trap about it. Well then, Miss Von Karma. Withholding evidence. Suppressing evidence.
It's not that shocking.
be held in contempt of court.
Hold on a second. You just make a decision without me.
Yes. Me in contempt of court? You can't be serious. You've hidden evidence from the court on purpose. That is contempt of court. Care to explain yourself to the court? I thought this picture was not important, and thus felt no need to submit it, that is all.
Yeah, that wouldn't fly in actual court.
The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? More trouble than it's worth. That face proves it to us. It's the person in this picture. That is definitely not my Faye. What's the meaning of this?
Okay, now what you're gonna do is... What the fuck's wrong with you?
It's not my Faye.
Like, you need to... Like, you're lucky I'm pretty sure these two... like, that important. But you need to stop.
It's not my Faye. Yeah, we did it. Too soft. Keter Von Karma's face. She's still smiling. I think you'd better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean? Your Honor, I would like for you to take another look at this picture.
Now, I want you to... Now, how'd they even get that picture? I don't know.
Now, I would love to know how this picture was taken.
Yeah.
Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant during his visit. Now, I would love to know how she obtained this kind of evidence, like, at all. Because she's obviously... That can exclude her from the case!
I mean, yeah, she's not wrong, though.
Because she's in the middle of channeling a spirit! Send you to the Shadow Realm! It's unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure you were there for DL6. So.
Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Has nobody noticed the small child that grew another 4 feet?
Yes, it's funny how no one noticed that. But again, that would be more proof, though.
Mia, you're do not call yourself out. Private visit is illegal. Illegal evidence.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know this picture is illegal, but I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. From the moment I showed this picture to the court, the case became all mine. Forever burned into the judge's mind. Mind trick.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't. It's not evidence, but she still was allowed to.
And I cannot still understand it. Yes and no.
But she didn't kill him per se. Okay, now don't fucking choose one, you prick. You're gonna say I can prove it. How did you notice
This
that?
picture. Okay. Oh shit! I think you spot the problem with this picture.
Choose the sleeve without a gun.
Yes, there's no bullet hole here. This is what is so odd. Something that should be suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah!
And she realized it.
There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. In this case, there would be one in the picture. On Karma, who intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence. Certainly be signed a penalty for this.
Wait a minute. Did they poke a bullet hole through the sleeve prior to?
Which does bring up one problem. One really big problem.
What's that?
With the fact that, like, where the bullet hole was... Like, the fact that 2 shots were fired, and one of them was through her sleeve... And this picture shows the guy already dead. This would mean someone else would have had to shoot to hit her sleeve.
No, the guy shot first, then she shot him.
If he shot first, he would have had to have been aiming in a very...
You have to remember, he was stabbed. She thought that he was dead, and wouldn't be able to, or at least bleeding out. She didn't know that he had a gun. He pulls out the gun, shoots, misses her. It goes through her sleeve. Then she rushes over to him, grabs the gun out of his hand, and then shoots him in the.
What should you fucking slide across the floor, Titanfall, grabbing the gun to shoot him in the head? Why is she all the way on the other side of the room?
You'll figure that out.
Makes 0 sense.
It'll make sense when it's all over.
Jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm dealing with.
Extended apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. Precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole. I've gotten a report about it.
What are you talking about?
No, this picture was valuable to the case. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure the detective gets what's coming.
Okay, don't give her a penalty. Come on.
Give her the penalty.
No, Gumshoe's gonna get hurt.
I want Gumshoe to fight for himself. I want him to use that gun he's been given. He can't
keep having his salary cut, man. He's gonna get paid less than us.
I don't even know if we get paid.
Exactly. They start taking his stuff. The repo man's coming.
Who knows, maybe Gumshoe's chief detective now after what happened.
Unlikely.
Is she gashing her teeth at the next salary discussion? For Gumshoe?
Exactly.
Very big problem.
Of course he is. You see how old he is?
Gotta do this. One logical explanation for this contradiction.
There is someone else.
Can only be one explanation. A different person. What? Order! Order is not restored. I will suspend this trial. Ah!
Do it. Little.
This defense's argument is a complete mess.
You are not wrong, though.
I like to see how. Enlighten us.
I mean, she's not wrong. This is a...
Witness!
We are stumbling our... Stop hurting her.
The heck? That ain't a way to ask a gal a favor.
Seriously,
Quiet, you.
You can be tried for that.
You were the one who said there was only two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know, if you're lying, I swear that my lip will be the last thing you'll ever see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you? I swear I wasn't lying. Anyone else in there, I'm honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? Where did this other woman appear from? Under the floorboards.
Let me see.
Hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now?
Maya had left the room.
I left the channeling chamber at some point. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt, Morgan Fey. Someone needs to take that whip away from her.
Yeah.
It's lower than that detective's salary.
No, that's just mean. Okay. Now you're gonna present the black key.
Finally, this becomes useful. You remember this key? Well, Hey, I remember this from the channeling chamber. Right before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside with that. The defendant herself locked the door?
Yep.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't get the door open. That key is the only one of its kind, after all. One of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes. I'm afraid to ask, but why is the key currently in your possession? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes. However, she did not have the key at the time of the arrest. Ain't that a kick? How come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. That's somehow not so little anymore.
Yeah, there was a growth spurt.
The little girl was nowhere near the scene of the crime. That's preposterous. Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key right now. Wow. Come to an impasse. Clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this the person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma. How can this be? The verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case. How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. Never lost a case.
Neither did your dad.
And I don't intend to lose this. I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my verdict. My guilty verdict. If you would like to continue, do it in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is now adjourned.
Okay. That's trial 1 done.
Now, Judge, I would like to get a restraining order.
Please, because she's going to shoot me before I leave the courthouse.
You summoned my sister? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Yes. Great going, Pearly. Knew you were special. Kinda. Trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room.
Don't let them hear you.
And I don't think that a third person could have gotten into that room. Yeah, we were having bullshit. To figure things out, like what happened in that room. Envy the two of you. I mean, we kinda have to.
You obviously can't.
Alright, Pearl, you ready to go buy some tickets for a train?